Welcome, everybody, to a world of endless possibilities as we follow a group of friends exploring the city of Markaleth. There will be joyfulness, grief, horror, exhilaration, and don't worry, madness included. Welcome, everyone, back to another session of Madness Included. Mute that. Had the stream in the background. Sorry we missed last week. I was down with an illness and didn't want to not be able to perform to the best that everyone deserves. We're back now, though. We're going to continue the story of Markaleth and the Moonrot Scourge. We just had a dark moon happen way earlier from before. We all got to know our new player, our new adventurer, and his character, Artorias. So, from there, we're going to continue on. Right now, they are in the streets right outside of Artorias' manor, and it has went black. So, with that being further ado, welcome to Markaleth, and let's continue on.
Let's do it.
At least I'm full.
Yeah. So.
And missing a button.
Hey, I rated that pantry good.
Just don't try to run after anyone. You might lose your pants. So, there is screams and horror from around every corner. It's pitch black outside, and y'all aren't really sure what's going on.
I'm going to... Artorias, is there a way to get onto your roof besides climbing the walls?
Short of a grappling hook or using other buildings? Can you jump?
Successfully?
Panic is coming over Obsidian's face, and he's gonna start running down the street.
Oh, that's the worst idea.
Right before hollering out, "Reggie, no!"
Confa up, following quickly.
I'm going to... His house is separate from all the other buildings around us, right? Besides his workshop?
This is the industrial district, so there's not a lot of homes here. But it is very busy right now because it was smack dab in the middle of the day. A lot of people are at work.
I'm gonna attempt to climb the house to get on top of the roof to get a better view of everything.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Or acrobatics, whichever one you'd prefer to use.
God, I need that.
Acrobatics.
He gonna try and jump.
Let's see if he can do better than I did.
18, 19, 30, 20.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you get up, grabbed onto the balcony that overlooks it, and then you jump from there to get a handheld on the roof and pull yourself up now. You're on top of his manor's rooftop. You can see quite a bit around you. You do notice Obsidian taking off running and Austin chasing after him.
Now, with this view, do I get a sense of, are there actual Moonrot victims running around, or are they...
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception? 14?
Yeah, with the 14, you can look off into the distance and you see a family kind of together. Not a family, but It seems like a woman and a man together, kind of scared with what's going on, and the man starts to twitch and kind of making noise, and you see that she screams and takes off running, and he starts stumbling after her. So you take off, Obsidian, and which way are you going?
I'm going the same path that me and Reggie originally took to get to the manor.
Okay, so you're heading back to the
workshop.
then. Okay, or back to the back to the warehouse.
Yeah.
All right.
Lord.
And you're chasing after him, DJ. Or Austin?
As fast as my little legs and full stomach can go.
Not very quick, but quick enough to keep up because you are a fairly quick person. So y'all head down the street, Obsidian. You catch up, and you see off in the distance. You can see Reggie just kind of walking, and he has like 2 or 3 people dragging off of his back.
Like attacking him or
Trying to stop him.
Kind of seems like they're attacking him. He isn't really doing anything.
I'm gonna run up and try to get a better look at these people on his back, see if they're actually aggressive or not.
As you
Side question, if we would know this from other times, can Reggie's an automaton? Can they get Moonrot?
to your knowledge, the only people who can get Moonrot are living humanoids. Like, even animals and stuff like that don't seem to get afflicted by this disease.
Okay.
As you get closer, though, Obsidian, you do notice that they are ripping at his armor plating and trying to get into whatever is on the inside. What are you doing right now, Arturius?
$1 million question right there.
That definitely is the $1 million question. I think I'm gonna follow Constantine on this one.
Okay.
Try to get up to the roof with him.
All right. You can give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Let me see what I've got here. Oh yeah, acrobatics. We definitely want to do that. Not as good as he did. That was a 13.
All right. You definitely don't do it as
Gracefully.
fluidly, as gracefully as Constantine. You can tell Constantine is used to getting on top of roofs. I mean, you know, as the paladin, the hunting order, they are the rooftop aficionados kind of people. So you do get your way up there. A couple slips here and there, but you find your footing and your grip, and you get on top up to where Constantine's up.
Appreciate that. I actually prefer being down on the street, but right now, that seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
So
Do I
y'all-
see? Go on.
I was just gonna say, y'all do have vision of Obsidian and Austin as well.
If I make my way over to the top of the building that's closest to them, how close can I be distance-wise to them?
If you can clear a gap behind you, you can get to the rooftop of your warehouse, your father's warehouse, and they're just right down there. Because the warehouse and the manor are pretty much back to back, and then there's the connecting street that connects down the side of it.
How big is that gap?
It's about a 10-foot gap, and you have to go up about 5 feet as well.
I will opt to make an acrobatics check to get up there so I can get closer.
All right, go ahead. I'd like a DC 15 acrobatics check to get up there.
Oh no!
Could I assist with a
Boost.
yeah.
Army of 2 boost.
Yeah, if you want to try to do that, we'll give advantage on that check.
All right, advantage.
Is his mind connection thing still active, or would that have gone out?
It should be. I don't.
How-
It lasted for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's still good then. Y'all probably took about 2 hours or so. It's just
Eating.
yeah. Well, it didn't take you that long to eat.
21.
Oh, okay. You said that so like, oh no, I'm gonna die.
Well, the reason why is because one of the dice I'm using is not very visible in the dark.
Legible. Nah, yeah, you're good. So, yeah, you get the hop up and you get just over top. The boost kind of threw you into the air onto the rooftop. You kind of like slide a little because it's a slant. It goes flat and then slants down a bit towards the front, and you just stop right in front of it. So now if you go over the edge, you're probably about 35 feet or so from them.
Okay. I will sit right there and observe. Just
All right, Obsidian, what are you wanting to do?
I would like to rage
Okay.
and start ripping people off of Reggie.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you run up to Reggie, and he's just kind of walking normally. He doesn't even really notice anything's wrong. He's just like, gotta get back to work. And he just kind of doesn't do anything. He notices as you scream, he stops for a second and looks back. You can
As
go
I'm
up there
running
and
up.
do opposed strength checks when you get up there as well.
Get him off of you, Reggie! Strength check?
Yeah, you gotta beat a 3 to get the first one off him.
Alright, well, that's a dirty 20.
Hi, Austin, you doing anything?
I will be helping, but honestly, with him raging, I doubt I'll get to help much.
As you yell to Reggie to get him off, he like looks down and you kind of notice he looks almost confused with what's going on. Typically, the warehouses and stuff are shut down on a dark moon, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't really know what happens during those. So you're gonna help him then, Austin, as well? You can give
Through
me
my
a
ability.
post strength check then. You want to try to get one of them off.
So that's the save throw?
No, just check. You just add your modifier.
One.
oh no!
It wasn't a 0 or a -1 like somebody.
So you didn't get a 0 on or -1 on strength. So you get up there and you grab onto their ankles and they like look back at you and snarl at you and you're just like
Never mind.
and take a
Leave
step
it to
back.
the big guy.
You only had to get an 18 on that one.
Alrighty then.
You notice the last one that's still on him in that time reaches into like where there's a gap in the armor of Reggie, and just you see it rip out just cords, and Reggie kind of like flashes for a second and then goes back to what he's doing, which is just continuing on back to the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the rest of the other 2 off of him.
Okay.
What is that first one that I threw off doing?
He's kind of just on the ground. You chucked him pretty far with your dirty 20. And he's just kind of reacting to what's going on.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to throw off the second one.
Would I be able to, like, jump up onto Reggie and be kicking one of them in the head to give them disadvantage?
I mean, you could kick them in the head to give them death.
Especially since that's a nat 20 for a total of 25.
Okay, yeah, the second one you get a hold of him, and you chuck him. You just hear, Arturius, you just hear the as it just slams into the side of the wall that, and you look over at it and it doesn't look okay.
Ooh.
You gonna hop up on him now, Austin? No? Are you doing anything at this point, Con?
Yeah, I'm gonna get onto the roof where Arturius is at.
Hey, give me an acrobatics check.
Same 15?
Yeah, that's what you're
Or-
looking for.
Do I see him attempting to do this? Probably not. My attention is.
What's your passive at? Perception's pretty poor, isn't it?
Not particularly.
Are you okay?
I got a nat
7.
20.
Oh, okay.
17, but
Yeah, you would have caught him right as you just see him gracefully leaping across like a majestic
Boing.
doe or something just through the air, and you land on it perfectly. You're right up next to Arturius now.
Do I see other people running along the roof?
Not in the
Roofs?
industrial district very much. They don't really have a lot of plans for this area because typically it's shut down during the dark moon times.
Alright. The first one he threw off, is it trying to go back towards Reggie and the others?
Yeah,
Or
it
is
has
just-
collected itself at this point, and it does seem to be advancing.
Could I attempt to pin it to the ground with an arrow?
You could definitely take a shot at it.
Okay.
Wow.
15. 21.
Yeah, 21 will definitely hit. Go ahead and give me a damage roll on that.
Where's my D8? 7 plus
So-
4.
Plus 4, so 11. Yeah, so Austin, as you're backing away from like realizing you're not going to be able to grab anyone, you hear just grumbling and growling behind you. You turn around in time just to see an arrow just go straight through the back of the skull of this rotten, and he just drops down to the ground.
Go!
Arturius, you want to do anything?
are there any more still clinging to?
There is still one, yes.
I'm going to give him a brain tickling.
Okay. Brain tickle.
From 30 feet away. Does he see where I'm at?
No, his attention is definitely not on.
Not
Leave.
on.
I believe
Alright.
Rottens have a one-track mind.
Let's see what we got here. That's a natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
Damn.
damage.
All right. So
This is probably not going to be very much of a brain tickle.
three nat 20s already.
Watch it be the only one I get.
And a 1. See where this night's going.
Here we go.
And almost max damage.
Oh my goodness.
Dude,
Math.
Oh,
You said that the first roll on a crit, when you double the damage dice, the first set is maximized, correct?
The extra, the doubled is maximized, but yeah, same concept.
Give me a second.
Oh, you got sneak
Oh.
attack, gross.
Lord.
Oh!
wait,
Sneak attack.
did I have sneak attack too?
No, you have
40 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, so you go, Obsidian, to reach down at this last one to yank him off. Just pure anger. And you just, for a split second, just see his head just explode. And you're just like, I'm more powerful than I've ever imagined.
I did it!
And you're also covered in brain matter. And
That's
Oh
Nothing new.
it's pretty normal.
Hey,
Sorry,
the first time
Artorias.
Food and baby bomb.
it wasn't a baby bomb. This is true.
Baby bottom pop. Baby bomb went pop.
It
Yeah,
definitely was pop.
Or
Reggie, after that happens, turns around and is like, are we going back to the warehouse?
Yes, quickly.
Okay. And he turns around and you just see him booking it all of a sudden. Just like mechanical marching at a very high pace. It almost like
I'm-
shakes the ground a little bit because he weighs so much.
I'm going to follow him.
same.
He actually
From-
like is getting away from y'all. He's fast.
Even Speedy McSpeed there?
Aren't you Speedy McSpeed?
No. Obsidian beats me out.
I don't think he does
Not
yet.
Not in the industrial district. That's only in the favela.
From our vantage points, do we see any anarchists running around?
You can't really tell if any of them are anarchists. You do see people running around, people being chased, different things like that, but you can't really tell who is who right now.
I don't even know those two are up on the roof, so.
Yeah, you just made a dude's head pop
Yeah.
with your mind.
To my knowledge, yeah.
I could alert him with my psychic whispers that we're up on the roof.
Nah.
So, y'all three get to the front garage of the warehouse district. Y'all finally catch up to Reggie, and he's just standing there at his dock right now.
What are the workers doing?
I was gonna say, is there
Uh,
chaos in the warehouse?
You don't see any of the workers. So you can assume, or potentially, that they might have just booked it.
Well, that was quick.
I mean, if the sun or the moon goes out randomly, and you have wives and children and stuff like that.
We're still within range of Artorias.
Yeah.
You know, me thinking that he's still back at the manor. I'm going to psychically speak to him and say we should probably close down the warehouse. There's no people in here. It looks like they all booked it.
All right. Go for it. You know where the big lever is at?
I'm going to look for the big lever.
Yeah, it's over near Reggie
Yeah.
and all the other.
Yeah.
I'm just
Make
going to
sure
go...
pull that down, power everything off, and we can get the bay door closed.
okay, so I'm going to go over there and flip the lever.
Yeah, all the conveyor belts and stuff grind to stop. You see the different clockwork workers walk back to their dock, power down, and the lights turn off. It's now dark in here too.
I'm gonna, before I close the bay door, I'm gonna walk up to Reggie and see if I can tell what kind of damage he sustained.
You can't see anything right now.
Well, I got my lantern.
Do you have it out and lit?
Yeah, I lit it last session.
Okay. There's doesn't seem to be too bad a damage, just some scrapes, bruises, kind of thing.
What about the wires?
There are definitely some wires hanging out in the back.
Okay. I'm gonna walk to the garage and make sure Austin's not standing inside before I close the bay door.
Are you standing inside, Austin?
I would have been following behind.
Well, he makes his way out behind you then.
Okay. I'm gonna close up the bay door.
Yeah, okay. It latches. You hear the clicking lock as it closes.
Okay, it's all locked up, Artorias.
Are we sure there were no people inside?
I saw 0.
Just one person hiding under a conveyor belt. How do I get out?
Now, there's safer in there with a locked door.
That's fair.
They have food.
I skipped breakfast.
Hopefully this dark moon doesn't last very long.
So,
Is there a direction of screams more concentrated than the rest?
honestly, they're just coming from all over. You can't really pinpoint any. Usually, it's not as chaotic as this because people have prepared. People are off the street for the most part.
I will psychic to Arturius since I'm still connected. Do you see anybody running around up there or down on the streets with a purpose?
Besides the two of you, no.
I think most people have a purpose. They're probably like trying not to die.
Looking
No, I
around.
mean, Hans was looking for anarchists, but I mean, if they're with a purpose, like just avoiding everything, like we were, might be them.
Looking around, do I happen to spot any guard lanterns?
Like the guards.
Yeah, they would be carrying lanterns with them.
You don't see many guards. Again, the industrial district isn't a very populated district when it comes to guards and stuff. A lot of people tend to not do criminal activity in the industrial district because it's kind of necessary for survival in the city.
Fair.
So it's kind of like an unwritten rule of let's not mess with where our food comes from kind of thing.
Yeah, no crime in the industrial district, and yet we have one guy with a spine that looks like it is dislocated in 3 spots, and a guy with no head. No crime.
Well, the one without a head was a woman, but
Equal crime.
Equal opportunist.
Women's Equality Day. That was today.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Listen, Moonrot doesn't have favorites.
What do you two want to do?
When'd you get there?
We've been up
When
here.
you ran off.
You see both of them now.
Well, that does explain why the dude's head exploded now.
Does it?
Because I know I didn't touch it.
Yeah, it was all him. Sorry about that. Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you forgot the one who has a giant hole in his head as well. You forgot that one too.
I think we need to figure out what's going on. I think we need to. Obviously, we
where
can't
to
figure out what's
start?
going. Yeah, that's the problem.
There's well, technically there is no moon, but there's like the 3 scratches where that moon should be.
Explain what you mean by that.
Like when we went to the houses and found the scratches, the illusionist.
Okay,
the
I know
illusions-
what you're saying now. Okay, yeah. No, you can't see that far. The moon's far away, further than 120 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Dark moon happens. Anarchists happen. We have a map with a giant red circle. Maybe we go over there and find some anarchists. We are in
Alright.
the industrial district. It's close.
Worried
Wait.
what's going to be coming out of that sewer hatch hole.
Hey, we're prepared. You got this.
As prepared as we can be.
I think what came out already came out.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about what it was. So we join them down there, or continue running along the rooftops. Can we even get to the favela from the rooftops?
I mean, you could potentially make your way pretty far if you can clear some jumps here and there.
Yeah.
20! 21!
Well, Arcturus,
I'm not about to risk breaking my face on rooftops.
I'll catch you. No takers?
is there a way to get down from up here?
Yes,
Besides jumping?
jump.
I'll catch you.
You could slide down, like, this drain pipe.
Okay, I'll slide down the drain pipe.
You
I'll do that too
realize you're
once you
made
clear.
of rock, right, Obsidian?
No.
So, like, that's gonna hurt, even if you catch them.
Your hugs are a little rough,
Rocky.
rocky.
I'll slide down after him once he's clear.
Okay, go ahead and give me some acrobatics checks.
Shake the drain pipe as they come. No.
14.
Nice. Yeah, you get down.
21.
You slide down. You do smash your finger on one of the little, like, connector bits at the very end. You get down perfectly fine.
A 21?
Yeah, you're fine. Constantine's hurt his
Oh,
finger.
I was like, what in the world?
21 wasn't high enough. You needed at least a 22 to slide really well.
Oh, let me poke the dice over there. Oh, nope, we won't do that.
Y'all are all down now. Regroup together.
Hope he didn't break a nail.
One thing catches your eye, Austin. As they get done sliding down, you notice a big shadow dart from one rooftop across overhead. Incredibly fast.
Guys, something big and fast, and I think we know what it is.
Look back up.
As you look up, you see 2 more shadows hop across, going the same direction.
Which direction are they going?
They're heading to the favela.
I guess follow them? Question mark?
How quickly can you move?
Not that quickly.
I'm going. It's a good thing we jumped down, didn't it? Isn't it?
I think so. I think it would be a good idea to stick to the plan that we had. Check out that circle on the map.
Let's head to the favela then.
Is that the direction they went or came from?
They're going.
Yeah, they're heading towards the favela.
Towards that circle. Great.
Obsidian on point.
Yep.
Alright.
I'll take second.
And we hustle.
Hustle, 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 hustle. Y'all do come across the occasional Moonrot victim. Some are attacking innocent civilians, different things like that. Do y'all want to engage on those or continue onward?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to.
Yes, doesn't I gave you 2 options.
Engage.
Engage. I'm a paladin. I have to help.
Protect the
I'm
innocent.
a monk.
Engage.
Round 1. Fight.
Just for sake of simplicity. Sake of simplicity, I can't find the right dice. Yeah, y'all go ahead and knock off like 2 hit points each. And y'all can get through all of those without too much hassle. Are y'all looking to just kill, or are you trying to...
Knockout.
Yeah.
Knock out if we're able.
Okay. So yeah, most of them you can just kind of knock unconscious.
Knock him out. Hog tie him.
Alright, sounds good. And y'all make y'all's way to the favela, back towards where the sewer grate was that y'all...
How much
last
rope would you
left
say
off.
I've used to hog tie them?
Probably about like 10 feet.
Okay. Once we get back to that grade, I would like to look around and see if I could see any more shadows darting around.
I want to look and see if the grate is still on the ground.
The grate's still on the ground.
Oh, thank God.
You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
This will be great.
My passive 21 do anything?
You're not seeing anyone, no.
12.
Yeah, sadly, you do not see anyone either.
Now, the grate's on the ground.
It's over
But is
the
it covered?
manhole. Covering the manhole.
That was going to be one of the first things I asked. Like, where on the ground is it?
17
Now, is
feet
this-
away.
Is this the grate we went down?
Is this the grate you want
No.
it to go down, or which one
Or
did
is
y'all
this
want
the
to go
grate-
to?
Is this the grate where all the scratches were going up to and we took off and we all saw scratches down
Well, which
there?
grate were y'all wanting to go to?
I wanted to go to the one that overlooked the giant sewage pool.
Okay,
Same.
that's
Yeah.
where y'all were at then.
And the manhole's still there.
Yeah.
Any scratches around it? Like something came out? Just like, bloop.
Not that you can tell.
While
see.
they're doing that, I'm gonna quickly. That lake isn't too far from us, right?
No, it's
Like
not
around the
very
corner?
far at all. It's just down the road a couple of blocks.
Yeah. I'm gonna quickly dart that way and look over that lake to see if anything's moving in it or coming out of it.
Okay, so you get down there. It's probably about 60, 75 feet away. And as you approach to it, you're not getting hit by the dreadful sense of smell that you normally do as you get closer to it. You continue on, and you see the lake is much shallower than it was before.
Did we notice him walk away?
Yeah. I don't think you're being stealthy about it.
Not seeing anything around the manhole as I looked, I'm gonna follow Cons.
Following Obsidian, as I always do.
Same.
And y'all approach. Khan's just kind of not moving, staring off into the distance. And y'all notice the same thing.
I'm gonna get closer. About how far away are we from it?
Yeah, probably about 20, 30 feet from the start of the...
And you have
Yeah,
your lantern out.
Yeah. I want to get closer to it.
Okay.
Yep. Following.
And looking out, no movement or anything on it or anything?
You don't see, like... I'm assuming you're wanting to... Or you're asking about, like, something coming out of it kind of movement. You
or
do
just
see...
swimming in it? Or...
No, you what you'd see is water rushing towards the center. Sewage rushing towards the center of it.
So it's constantly being drained.
Yeah.
That's
Not normal.
more questions.
Always more questions.
I swear, if that gnome comes out of nowhere, I'm gonna punch him.
Looking on the banks of the river, do we see anybody standing around?
If you look off to the farther end, the opposite end of the industrial district, so towards the other side of the wall, you just see probably like 7 or 8 people just kind of spread out, also staring at this. They're probably about like 300 feet away, though. You can just kind of see lights shining from them.
Looking up along the rooftops that I believe there are some rooftops. Do I see any of those shadows or the jumpers?
So as y'all are there, all the roofs and stuff are behind y'all. All the buildings are, because this whole lake kind of leads out to the wall. So you can't, or you don't see anything jumping above you. Yeah.
I'm calling them jumpers because that's what they're doing.
Where is this draining to? Looking back, thinking back at the sewer that we were in, would one of the tunnels that we saw lead in this direction?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back here thinking that something big is very thirsty.
I wouldn't want to drink that.
Have you seen what we went up against down below us?
That's fair.
That looks like it would drink that.
Yeah, but that's dead.
Yeah, that's dead.
I know if Aaron lived in the favela, I don't think he would have drank that stuff. Okay, he was slightly mutated, so...
Slightly.
I want to go back.
Right. Smidgen.
I want to go back to that manhole. The manhole cover, not the grate. So the manhole leading down to where you can see Aaron, basically.
Yeah.
And I want to get it out of the way and look down in there.
It's black.
Do I hear rushing water?
No.
No water movement.
You
Like,
can't
does it
really
sound like
hear
it's
it.
draining out of there more than it was? You know, like a extra sound of.
You're not really getting any noise. You do see black, though.
Not
That's
even
nice.
a couple of gurgling noises.
There's definitely some gurgling noises.
I'm gonna
Oh.
turn around and grab a torch off of my short shadow.
I think he still has 9 more, so...
I'm gonna grab one, light
Oh,
it, and
I
drop
also
it down in
grabbed
there.
that lantern from.
You just tossed it down there, you said?
I lit it and dropped it.
Yeah, it went out about 5 feet down.
Wait, 5 feet down?
Yeah.
That means the water's full.
Oh, the fire just went out of the
Oh
off
no,
the
you
torch.
heard a glup.
Oh,
as it
at the
went
5
out.
feet.
Yeah.
Oh no. We might want to step away
I'm gonna just slide the manhole
just in
cover
case
back.
it decides to go.
I'm just gonna
What, you don't want another shower?
slide it right back on there.
Just bathed.
There's no amount of showering in a day that will get that off.
And the sewer is completely full.
I'm heading back over to the draining lake.
Yep.
Is it far enough to see where it's draining, or if it's done draining?
It's not done yet. This lake is massive. So you can see it's probably about 150 feet out there, where you can assume, because it's kind of centralized in the center of it, where it's draining at. So you can kind of see where it's draining, but you could assume it probably will still take a while before it fully drains out.
I think we need to sneak over to those other lanterns on the other side of the lake.
The people.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I put out my put out the lantern, but 2 of us are blind. It's kind of hard to sneak with a bright light attached to you.
Kind of hard to sneak when you can't see where you're going either.
That's also true.
Rope.
We could always just go up and
Just walk over there normally.
just say, "Hey, how's it going?"
And if they're anarchists, then we just lost the element of surprise.
And if they're anarchists, my hammer says hello.
Your hammer can talk. That's awesome.
I know, it's weird.
Okay.
The direct approach. Let's try it. Worst that happens, we break out into a fight and we die.
Yeah.
He has nothing to live for anymore after seeing that warrant.
I've got plenty to live for. I've got questions. Thank
He's
you.
gotta clear his name.
Okay.
And we're gonna find you a new button, small one.
I'm sure you have plenty in your manor.
Probably. I think he has a whole closet just for buttons. Button closet.
So I guess we're headed over to the people on the other side of the lake.
Just find him a suspender or something. He'll be all right.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
1 Mississippi done.
2 Mississippi done.
3 Mississippi done.
And we die because we annoyed the GM.
And a piano falls on each of our heads.
Okay. So y'all continue, or y'all go over there then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all head around the bay on the shore.
I'm still
Not
gonna have my
stealthing.
Tonfa up ready for a fight.
As you get closer, Constantine, your vision can see the farthest, and you notice that the people holding these lanterns don't seem to be moving at all.
They're not moving.
Like they're just standing still, or
Right. They're not, like, turning to look at us?
No.
They're waiting for something.
Yeah.
Can I see what kind of what kind of outfits they're wearing?
From what you can tell, it just seems to be normal attire. Y'all gonna continue on?
Hey, Obsidian, why don't you give them a nice ooga booga and get their attention?
Hey!
Whew. Pete.
No budge.
Nothing.
No
No
budge.
Ruh-roh. Well, I say we continue and go say hi to these statues.
I can't
Any-
hear.
I'll move forward.
Okay, y'all continue onward.
I've got
You-
my hammer ready.
Get about 50 feet from the closest one. Y'all go ahead and give me some perception checks.
I'm rocking a dirty 20.
Wow.
11.
19, 20, 21.
22.
Wow, some pretty good rolls. Okay. So
Help me out here, guys.
everyone except for Artorias sadly notices everyone's skin seems to be a different pigment than what you would assume. Pigment. Not pigment. Pigment.
Minecraft Pigman.
This isn't Angry Birds.
Are they rotten?
What color is the pigment?
Almost like a dark gray.
So we're now about 50 feet away?
Yeah.
Like,
No budge.
Hello?
No
Pick
budge.
up a rock and throw it at him.
Oh,
Oh, you go
no.
ahead and give me an attack roll. You're at 50
Oh.
feet, so you have disadvantage because you're not proficient with rocks.
Oh wait, so that's
2 die 20, take the lower.
And then add
5?
your X.
Yeah, plus your
okay.
dex.
9.
That's the answer to if you hit him. So yeah, you threw that rock and just completely missed the closest dude.
You did good.
All right,
Good.
Obsidian. Tap on the shoulder. Go see. Yeah.
Let's see
You
if
know,
anybody's home.
I'm gonna walk up. Hammer ready to swing if they turn aggressive.
as he's walking up, I want to look at their face.
Oh, please don't do that.
You're muted.
Sorry, I coughed. Is that okay? What are you looking for exactly?
Signs of life, like if they're living or dead, or if
Are they sculpture? Were they Medusa?
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
Medusa. I believe the proper term is petrified.
No, it's Medusa. Only when there's 2 of them though. Medusa.
Deuce.
that's a 17.
Okay, so
And a
you.
13.
Nah, I'm not talking to you, Austin.
Mm.
You notice that the closest one to you, the one that's about 50 feet away, as Obsidian's approaching, you see its eyes are the exact same pigment as its skin. And there's 0 movement in it at all.
They're statues, I think.
You just poking him?
Yeah, tapping him on the shoulder.
Yeah, you tap a
You
leather
get the rock
jacket.
versus rock sound.
No, its clothes seems to be normal.
No movement still.
No, none at all.
Poke its face.
It doesn't budge.
Like rock.
Yeah, it's like rock meets rock.
We
With
just
torches
snuck
and
up on
lights.
some pets.
They're all holding out a torch, yeah? Each one.
On fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Turn around and call out, "Hey, they're a bunch of rocks."
Pot calling the kettle black much?
Yes.
He
as he yells
is
that, I'm
very
gonna
dark.
look around to see if anything moves from our approach and our voices being loud.
You can't see anything now. Y'all are pretty far away from the buildings at this point.
Well, I don't know if anyone's gonna come towards the wall or come
Yeah, y'all are
from the
close to
raining
the
lake.
wall at this point.
Torches. Can I see with some sort of skill check how long they've been lit?
I mean, you can look at the... y'all saw across the lake as the lights went on. They
Okay,
weren't
so
there
it
the
was-
entire time.
I'm gonna turn around and look out towards the lake from where they're standing. They're all looking in the same direction.
Yeah, they're spaced out in a little bit of a curve. They're not like a straight line, but yeah, they're all facing out towards the lake.
I'm gonna look towards the lake, hold my lantern up, see if I can't see anything.
You just see water rushing towards the center.
I'm gonna look on the ground. Like you said, they were in a semicircle.
Kinda. They're following the curve of the lake.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if they're in a semicircle, look right where in the middle of all the cross sections of what they're
Yeah.
looking at. That's strange.
Check
Taking
their
a view.
pockets.
I
I'm
didn't
serious.
know what
Check their
Obsidian
pockets
said.
for anything strange. Look, we're not trying to rob them. Just look for any paraphernalia.
Normal statues don't have real clothing.
He just tapped a leather jacket on one. You
No,
can't
no,
tell
no.
me
I'm
that's real.
saying
He was agreeing with you.
since they don't have, since they're statues with real clothes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can I look at the ground to see any like footprints or
Besides ours.
besides ours and the statues?
There are footprints all throughout this area. They seem to be fresh as well.
Leading which direction?
Just from and to the
Is
lake.
it any of them going down towards the center of the lake?
No, they're
Yeah.
where they're at and then back towards surface. Back towards the city.
Okay, I will go over and investigate pockets.
Okay.
Looking for anything out of the ordinary.
I'm going to go over to the very last one in this row because we went to the first one. I want to go to the very last one.
Okay. So, are y'all just gonna search all of them?
Yeah.
I'll pick a random one.
Okay. As y'all come through the pockets, y'all find a few different things. One of them, you notice a package, a small package tied with some twine. Artorius, you find that one. Austin, you find a one of them in their backpack has another lantern that's unlit. And then, were you looking for one, Obsidian? I don't remember.
And then so was Cons.
You don't actually find anything obsidian, cons, but you find what seems to be a charred corpse of a cat.
What in the...
My first question is, how did they fit that on their person?
It's not a very big
Backpack.
cat. Yeah, they have different ones have bags and stuff like that.
Oof.
I'll take out one of my crossbow bolts from my wrist and gently move the cat. Is it like actual charcoal?
Like how you search through a bag.
It is a corpse. It seems to just be a charred corpse of a cat. It's not like charcoal or anything.
Is it like old charred or is it like fresh charred?
It seems to be relatively fresh.
Take a bite. Might be good.
I was gonna say dinner.
No. Does it have a collar on it? Or is it not?
It does not seem to have a collar, no.
Anybody else find anything?
I got a lantern.
I found this. Hold up the package with the twine around it.
Open it up. See what's inside of it.
Okay.
Does the missing persons posters have like sketches of people missing or pictures?
Ask
Of
that
the
one
missing
more
people?
time.
Do the missing people posters have like drawings of the missing people's faces?
Some of
Or,
them
like-
do, not all of them.
I'm
Any of
going
the
to
maps
search
of
the. I want to take out the missing people's posters and look for the ones that have pictures and just start trying to match up
Alright.
the people.
As you're going through that, Arturius, you pull the twine and open up the package, and you notice that it seems to be a deck of playing cards.
Nope. Nope.
Not like they're loose cards. They're not like in a box.
Still
Like,
nope.
So it's a deck of actual playing cards and
That's
not
what it
strange-looking
seems.
ones?
oh no, they're strange looking.
Oh, well, seems. Hey, Obsidian.
What's up?
I really don't know how to say this without metagaming, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it.
Well, if it
Uh,
makes you feel any better, your metagaming is not helpful here.
I just don't like cards.
Do you want to at least know what's on the cards?
I don't want to draw the cards, but yes, I will.
Well, don't draw them,
But-
just feather them out.
You'll just feather them out and.
Well, I'll let you know there's 13 of them.
That's even worse. What is wrong with you?
What
What do they look like?
Oh, sorry,
Are they
there's more
like
than
the-
13. I lied. So there's 13 of each suit. Yeah, so heart, clubs, diamonds, spades, as well as 2 joker cards. All the face cards seem to feature regal-looking felines, and the 2 joker cards seem to be dogs.
Anything written on any of the cards? Any obscure designs?
As you're looking through it, you notice. Actually, now go ahead and give me a investigation check.
I will do that for you.
If
My time to shine. I hope.
that one. Gosh, that would be the worst.
That would be the worst. That is going to be an 18.
Hey, that's not a nat 1. It better not be a nat 1.
No.
It's like you rolled up the wrong rule book if it is.
Rolled up the wrong character.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's a deck of cards.
So you go through each individual card. You can't seem to figure out anything besides the designs on them are a bit different. But as you get to the last one, you move it out of the way, and you notice writing on the leather pouch that you uncovered. It says, "Our small feline friends, their wit most distinguished, pushed to great ends, their chances extinguished."
Well, that gives new meaning to the cat corpse over there. And I'm going to read that out loud to Obsidian because I'm closest to him, I would assume.
Okay.
And as I read it out loud, I'm going to follow it up with, I really hope I didn't just unleash a curse on everybody here.
Does Obsidian's head explode like the other thing?
I would hope not.
These seem like offerings.
Offerings like to avoid a plague?
Or to a cat god.
Does
So-
my
We've got a charred cat and people turned to stone. And this scribbling here that suggests that the cat was, we assume, a sacrifice. Now, generally, people sacrifice things in exchange for something better, like protection, or wealth, or luck.
Not
Or an
being
empty
turned to
lake.
stone.
I would assume that
unless
these people turning to stone isn't a good thing unless they avoided the Moonrot, in which case that's a very sick practical joke.
they were cursed.
You said there was 8 people standing around?
9.
Yeah, 9 of them.
9
9
lives.
lives of a cat.
Maybe we should check. Did we check all of them?
Yeah, y'all went through them all. Those were the only things on their persons.
Okay, does mine missing
And
people's
the color-
first,
the color
Okay.
going from the wall to out is darker to lighter, lighter to darker.
Color? No, they're all stone.
Oh, I thought you said they were all a different pigment.
Like than their normal skin would be.
Oh no, religious people. Does this make any sense in your brains?
Let me see here.
uh,
I would like to
Go.
give a religion check.
Okay.
Yes, I took it as one of my skills.
One of your 13.
I may be a monk, but I ain't gonna
Um,
help.
That is going to be another 18.
Okay. What exactly are you trying to figure out? Just any connection to religion?
I'm
at all?
trying. So we're trying to figure out the mystery of the Moonrot Scourge, and there are these 9 people that are turned to stone with this scribbling on the leather that seems to be an incantation or an evocation. We have a charred cat and 9 people to represent 9 lives. Is there a connection I would know about?
Okay, so sadly, a religion check here doesn't help at all.
That might be an Arcana check.
Potentially.
I could give you one of those too.
Just give me another investigation check.
I will do that. I will give you the best I can give. Yes, that will be a 23.
Okay, that's a good one. So there's 9 people, right?
Yes.
Each suit has 13 cards, 4 of them being face cards, 9 of them being not face cards. Y'all found different things on these people, so you can assume the different things you found are important because you found nothing else other than a unlit lantern, a deck of cards, and a charred corpse of a cat. Inside the package, again, it's stated, "Our small feline friends, their wit most distinguished, pushed to great ends, their chances extinguished."
Put up the fires.
Put out the fires.
I got the same.
They're putting out the fires.
How are you going to go about this?
I have a water skin.
Pirates
And
of
if
the
they're-
Caribbean style. Just stick your hand in your mouth and
Okay, so you're going to go to the first one and try to put out the fire?
Is it just a torch or is it a lantern?
It's a lantern.
I'm just going to turn off the lantern.
Nothing happens.
As in it doesn't turn off? Or
Doesn't turn off. The fire's still...
Let's go to the other end. No, let's go to the other end and do that one first.
Your investigation check reveals that you're going to have to use everything you were given in this puzzle.
let's see. We have the cards.
Are there any distinct markings on these people, like a number?
I was going to ask that.
You can't seem to find any numbers or anything written on them. Again,
Look for features, not markings, but features.
Does one look like it should be holding a lantern and does not have a lantern?
no, they all 9 do have lanterns.
Well, just for fun, I'm going to use my magical awareness just to see if there's actually any magical shenanigans going on around here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What kind?
DM, can you put the
All of
incantation
it?
in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey, Constantine, I would say look for features on these statues. Look for items that they're wearing or the position of their fingers as far as numbers go. Look for anything that represents the suits. Like maybe because their clothes are regular, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the statues is wearing a diamond necklace with a certain number of diamonds, that kind of thing. Or I might just be overthinking it, but it's a start.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
I cannot put it in chat. My keyboard is going crazy.
Yeah. Should I roll an investigation? Or deception? No. Insight. Investigation. Yeah.
If you read off the incantation, I can put it into the chat.
All right. Our small feline friends, comma, their wit most distinguished, comma, pushed to great ends, comma, their chances extinguished.
There we go.
I could try to break a lantern.
My first thought would have been to see if you can somehow collect the flames from the lanterns they're holding and put it in the empty one that we've got. Because that would extinguish the 9 flames and light up the one that we have. Far-fetched? Yes. But
What is a cat's most distinguished wit?
You said all 9 have lanterns?
Yes.
Are they all lit?
Yes, they are all lit. Okay. So, while we are thinking of this, we are going to take a quick break, give y'all some time to think of some stuff, and then we will be back. So, catch you back in 10 minutes.
Hey there, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. I'm just taking this time during the intermission to let you guys know that we will be streaming our sessions on Twitch every Friday starting at 10 p.m. Central and going to about 1 to 2 a.m. Central Saturday morning. The VOD of the stream will be up on YouTube the following Sunday night, along with the audio-only version on Spotify. If you like it, please subscribe, let us know. You can also contact us at our social medias on Facebook and Twitter. If you have any questions or comments about anything, let us know. We'll be sure to answer them. And besides that, let's get back to madness included.
Hi. We are back from our break.
and pulling our hair out.
Yeah, party members are definitely still quite confused with what's going on. So, we have 9 statues, each one holding a lantern, a deck of cards that contains 13 cards of each suit. The suits being hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades, as well as 2 joker cards.
And the face cards are 10, Jack, Queen, King.
Yep. There's also a charred cat and a unlit lantern.
Where was the charred cat? Which body was it on?
It was on, I guess, the 3rd one.
Okay.
I checked the last one. The very last one in the row.
Yeah, and you didn't find anything on the very last one, and then you made your way back.
Okay.
So, unlit lantern. Try to light
Try
it.
to light it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have any fuel in it.
I'm going to use some of mine and fill it.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That is a 14.
You can't seem to find a stopper to unhook to fill it up.
When I used my magical awareness, was the deck magical as well?
Yes.
Try to get the unlit lantern close to the lit ones.
I'm going to try to finagle the lantern to get lit, but there's still no fuel, so it's not going to burn.
Yeah, they don't... You can't really get them together either. They're kind of too clanky.
There's 9 of them. There's 9 number cards, ace through 9. Looking at the aces. And going to the first person in the line. The one that I originally tried to extinguish the fire by turning it out.
Yeah.
Putting the ace cards close to the fire, does anything happen?
close to it? No, nothing happens.
I'm gonna sneak up behind him and push his hand in the lantern.
Yeah.
Just go, ah! Get in there.
Okay, so let's see. How am I going to describe what happens here? Let's see. So the lantern goes out to start. All 4 cards burns up. And out of the lantern, you see 3 spectral forms fly out of it. And I'm going to need initiative rolls from everyone.
Oh.
Oh no.
You do it wrong, and we get attacked.
Or we did it right.
And made somebody
Yeah.
really mad.
15.
Give me 1 second.
Nat 20 and then
I
plus 4.
didn't ask for your initiative yet.
You
Just
said give him a second.
roll it and
Roll it and hold it.
yep.
Can't
Don't
eat
need
that.
Don't need that.
Okay. Who got a 15 or higher?
I got 20.
19.
24.
Okay, y'all all got incredibly high. What'd you get, Artorias?
19.
Which one of y'all want to go first?
I'm letting Constantine go first.
24 for Austin.
Yeah, I'm playing you for that. You're going first.
What'd you get, Obsidian?
20.
Okay.
It's going to be a Pokemon battle. They're going to use Trick Room, so we end up going last.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so what y'all see are 3 spectral feline forms. They're standing out in front of you. Ostentine, you are first to react.
Did
Austin,
he say
not Austentine.
Did I say Ostentine?
You sure did.
Oh, new name. Nice. Austin.
Don't edit that out, please.
Oh, come on, Ostentine. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, okay.
Alrighty then.
Listen, I was watching Dragon Ball Z. Fusion, ha. Fusion.
They're just going to lean over and go, oh!
But did it wrong, so it's just some messed up version of them.
It's just Constantine with Austin's full belly.
And his head sticking out of his chest. The moon,
Yes, but you are first to
Moonrot.
react, Austin.
The Moonrot is very potent this time of year.
I guess I'm gonna go up and try to smack the closest cat thing.
Please
Okay, well,
don't.
right now, all 3 of them are surrounding Obsidian.
The closest one to flank with obsidian.
You're not really going to be able to flank them. They're hovering about 10 feet in the air.
Oh, one on the right then.
Okay.
That's gonna be a. Or wait, no, it's just that. So a 9.
Okay, a 9 is going to miss.
And oh, so I have 2. That's right. And Or wait, the attack bonus goes with that roll?
Yeah.
Oh, so no, that's 15. Excuse me.
That hits.
It's a roll damage.
That's... It's been a couple weeks. I'm a little out of it.
You are good.
That
D4
Yep, that would be a 3
plus 4.
plus 4. Right, so 7.
That was the one on the right, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Next up.
And... Well,
You
I
got
have my
more?
bonus attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no, that's... that. Now, that time it's a 9, because that's a 3 plus a 6. So, yeah. That's a 9.
Okay. Obsidian, it is your turn.
I feel like I'm going to waste a turn, but I'm going to try to get the lantern that I have in my hand toward one of them. And see
Say that again. You were lagging quite a bit.
He's lagging out.
A little bit.
I think what he was trying to say is take the unlit lantern that we
Ooh.
got off of the one of the
And hold it up
statues
one.
and try to coax one of the spirits into it, or all of them.
Okay. So bringing the lantern near them doesn't seem to do anything. Since he did use that as his action, you still have movement and stuff. Maybe.
He is lagged out. Oh no.
Oh, we can
Technically.
wait for or we'll come back to his turn when he gets back here. We'll continue on though. Constantine, it is your turn.
I was going to say, normally it's cons with the problems.
Yeah, I guess I'm good today. Alright, I'm still thinking on that.
Oh, that's bad.
That's push to the left side.
Okay. There we go. Now we got someone back at least.
They're only circling obsidian.
Right now, yeah.
Do the spectral cats have any distinct markings, like the symbol of the cards they came out of?
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Did anything happen?
No. You still have movement if you want to use it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
The investigation 18, 30, 20.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So you notice on each one of the cats, one of them has a spade on it, one of it has a diamond, and one has a club.
You said spade.
Diamond
So-
and club.
So the heart's missing. The cats don't. Well, the cats have all the symbols except for the heart.
Are you doing anything or?
They
What are
have
they?
it.
I was going to ask what they look like, but it's not my turn.
I will. Ready a shot in case they attack.
Okay. Artorius, is now your turn.
What do they look like? I know you said they look like spectral felines, but if they have shapes on them that I can now observe, what do they look like? What manner of distinguishment do they have?
They seem to be like lowly felines. From what he saw, there was just almost like a burn mark of the different suits on each one.
So lowly.
Yeah.
Present them with the 10 of hearts.
Like you're gonna hold up the 10 of hearts.
Yes.
Okay. They don't seem to be paying any attention to you. Their eyes are trained heavily on obsidian.
Then I will toss the card to him.
Okay. Are you wanting to move at all or do anything?
Get close enough, but I don't want to upset the poor things.
Gotcha. All right. First one's going to the one right in front of you, Obsidian, is going to make a swipe at you. What's your AC?
I think it's
He thinks it.
16.
All right. First one's gonna miss. You now can react, Con. It did seem to try to attack him.
I'll hold off.
Okay. The one off to your left is going to swipe at you now. That one's gonna hit. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
17.
Yeah, you're okay with that. You do take 12 points of necrotic damage as it cuts into you quite deep. Now the one to your right is going to take a swipe at you, and he is going to miss as well. Back to the top of the order. Austin, it is your turn.
So, Obsidian catching that card did nothing.
No. I'm going to need a action.
Can I grab the lantern from Obsidian?
I mean, if he says he will let go, sure.
I want to do that and try to hold the lantern towards where the hearts would be of the closest feline, so that'd be the... Let's go for the right one again.
Alright, nothing seems to happen with the lantern. You still got your movement and stuff, though.
I'm gonna go back where I was, back behind them.
Okay. Obsidian.
I would like to rage.
Okay. Arg.
Arg. And I'm going to pummel whichever one.
The one that hit you was to your left.
I'm going to hit whichever one Austin hit.
That was to your right.
I'm going to hit that one.
Okay.
Gonna take a swing. Well, that's a natural one.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And I didn't call out reckless beforehand.
Yeah, and you're not really used to flying things, so you just didn't understand that you had to swing up. So Constantine, what are you gonna do now?
Kale, when Austin first hit the Spectre Cat, did it look like it did damage or no?
No, it looked like it did damage.
Just kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an action.
Just kill him.
Too much thinking going on.
You have this riddle for us. Alright, I'm gonna. Actually, I think my bowstring is still blessed. I think how it lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I will fire upon the one on the left side one
Okay.
I'd actually hit.
Oh yeah.
11.
That misses.
I got a 5.
Okay, Arturius, you wanna do something?
Yes, and I have an outrageously stupid idea. I'm gonna run over,
Uh-huh.
grab the Ten of Hearts,
Yes.
and I'm going to stick it inside the lantern that extinguished the aces.
So you just stick it in the empty lantern?
Ten of Hearts.
Okay, nothing seems to happen. Things are gonna attack you now, though, Obsidian. You are raging now, though.
Doesn't matter against necrotic.
Well, it does when they roll a 3.
Told you it was a dumb idea.
Another 3. 3 threes in a row. I don't know if I've ever done that before.
Good job.
They're rolling about as good as y'all. Austin?
I'm gonna wail on the right one.
Okay.
Not rolling off the desk.
You gotta get yourself one of these.
You mean this that gives really bad rolls? No, thank you. Couldn't get above a 5 in that thing. Okay, anyway, 18.
That hits.
Yes, that hits. Okay,
That
awesome.
hits.
Cool.
Roll damage.
Whee! That is 3. And 4, so 4. 7 again.
3 and 4, so 4. That's
No.
what you said initially. It looks pretty rough. You got your bonus action.
You gotta attack again, and that's dirty 20.
That hits, yeah.
And another 3, so another 7.
And the right feline vanishes. Obsidian.
I'm gonna take a swing at the left one,
Okay.
recklessly.
Okay. 2 ones.
How about a 24?
Misses. Nah,
I
it hits.
figured.
It hits.
Eight, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of force damage.
Dang. Force damage?
Yep, that was my rage power.
Oh. It's all force damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
My weapons damage becomes force.
That's pretty cool. Constantine.
You didn't poof?
No.
I will.
Shoot it.
Boosted good.
Yeah, I will shoot the one that we haven't attacked yet.
Okay, the one right in front of him.
Yeah.
Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Please don't miss.
Nat 20.
Okay, nice. Roll crit damage.
All we needed is to get a 1. Obsidian gets an arrow in the eye.
Max damage 8.
So 21 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Arturius.
All right, I'm done playing games with the cards. Wasn't a very fun game. So I am going to hurl my psychic blades, one at each remaining cat.
Okay, sounds good. So front one first. Go ahead and give me a roll on that bad boy.
Alright. Oh, that might actually be a miss. Yeah, boy, that's an 8.
Total?
Yes, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, no, you missed.
Alright. Offhand, going to the other one. That's better. That's going to be a 23.
Yeah, that one hits.
And oh wait, nope. Offhand is a B4. Hello, darkness, my old friend. For a grand total of 16 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, that one poofs. Another one in front of you is going to attack you again, Obsidian. And miss. Because it also can't roll. So, Austin, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna keep swiping at it.
This one's in between Obsidian and the statue, dude.
It's a nat 20 plus 6.
Yeah, that 26 hits.
I'm getting all them 20s today. Good job, boys.
D4 plus 8.
And that is a 3, so that's
11 points. And he poofs. So, y'all are now stood in front of a statue with a extinguished lantern.
Okay, I think we need to do this 2 more times until we have extinguished 9 of them.
Wait,
'Cause that goes with the thing.
but there was 3 cats. He burned 4 cards. The Ace of Hearts was not there.
Yeah, so I say we just try the heart card.
That too.
So take the 2 of Hearts, second spot, burn it.
I'm gonna be the one to do it, and
I'll get ready.
I put the 2 of hearts in the fire of the second lantern.
Just a genuine question. Where is the corpse of the cat? Is he still in the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all haven't been paying much attention to that corpse.
Well, no, he would have taken it out of the bag because he moved it around to look at it.
No, I used
No,
one of my
he's-
okay.
crossbow bolts to
Yeah.
kind of move it and
All right.
see what kind of help.
Yeah. So you put the 2 of hearts inside the second lantern, and the lantern extinguishes. The heart card burns up.
No spectrals?
Nothing seems to appear.
Repeat process for the next 7 using the heart cards.
And check
I'm
on
gonna
the
go look on
corpse
the
in the
cat.
bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
gonna go look at the cat.
Y'all go look at the cat. Y'all two go kind of peek y'all's head inside this bag. And you notice each time one of the cards is burned and the fire is extinguished, the cat starts to shake. Not very violently, just kind of
Like a
small.
twitch?
Yeah, like a twitch.
It's a moving.
I'm going to go over and pick up the cat.
Okay. Yeah, you feel it twitch each time a card is burnt and the torch or the lantern is put out. Once you get to the 9th one and you put it out, the color of the cat comes back. It stands up into your hands and starts to meow.
It unchars.
I'm gonna grab the 10 of hearts and put it in the empty lantern, the one that we got.
Nothing seems to happen.
I'm gonna put all the face cards in there of the heart.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen. A few moments later, this cat starts to shake quite violently.
Oh dear.
You set it on the ground. As it does that, it retches back and vomits out a big pile of something.
Oh, Kitty made a fur ball.
That's not a furball.
I'm gonna
You're a
look closely
furball.
at it.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
investigating it.
Yeah, y'all two get up looking at this pile, and you notice something shiny inside of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Our church is like,
As you reach in, you, slimy and all, pull out what seems to be a key. And as you pull that out and look at it, you notice out of the corner of your eye, the cat immediately immolates into fire, and a pile of ash lays before it.
So the unlit lantern that we got was a red herring.
Is there a keyhole on the unlit lantern?
You turn the lantern over, and on the bottom, you see a small hole. The key clicks in,
Or maybe not.
and as you turn it, the flame on the lantern ignites.
Nothing else happens.
Burn the rest of the cards.
Let's not. I was actually thinking we should put the ashes in the lantern. Beanie.
looking towards the lake. How far has it drained?
Has anything changed?
It's draining. It's getting closer and closer to being fully drained.
Anything out of the ordinary within the soot and ground and muck, whatever's there?
Slimy. You can see like corpses and stuff in there.
I'm gonna start running the lantern over the statues' faces.
You can see the faces in detail a bit.
Is the color of the lantern different from our normal lantern?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Why don't you try Austin's idea? Put the ashes in the lantern.
I'm gonna hold down the lantern so Austin can do that.
You can't actually find the ashes at this point. It seems like they have blown off into the wind.
10 of hearts.
Nah, that or the Jokers. I'll go with the 10 of hearts first idea, and then if that does nothing, then the jokers.
It's gonna summon a gigantic displacer beast or something.
So, Arturius, your passive investigation kind of clicks something off into your brain. Where were all these statues shining their lantern at?
In front of them,
And where were they facing?
towards the lake.
But Obsidian did that.
No, he shined it at their faces.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell him to turn around. Wild idea, Obsidian. Get into the 10th spot and shine your light out towards the lake.
I will do that.
And as you do that, y'all notice a light beam travel directly from the lantern out to the center of the lake, uncovering an invisible pathway straight across the lake.
To the hole in the center.
Nope.
Don't
Hey, look,
turn.
Arturius, you don't have to get your feet dirty.
Yeah, sure, okay. Don't turn the light out.
I'm gonna take a few steps onto the path.
It looks like Constantine's floating.
Except we see the path.
Yeah, but it's not like a solid path.
Hey, step off real quick, Con.
I will step off.
Knowing where the path is, I'm gonna turn the light away and see if it's still there.
It
With
is,
my
yes.
foot. Well, follow me, everybody. And I'm gonna start walking out
I'll be behind him.
into the
Yep.
path.
Take a look at the statues as we leave.
Once I
They wave back.
get to the center and look down.
After about 150 feet of traveling, y'all are now clear over what you can probably assume is about 40 or 50 feet deep of water. Y'all get to the center, and you look down to find a giant spiral staircase leading down.
I'm gonna start going.
We're getting flushed, gentlemen.
We absolutely are.
So the water is going in, and then there's a big cylinder in the middle. So there's not actually any water going into the cylinder in the middle.
Okay. Yep, gonna start going down. It's the worst idea
gonna-
I've ever had.
Keep my ears open to hear if I hear anything down below.
Yes, probably a lot of water.
You do hear it is very loud in this cylinder. As you break the surface of these stairs, the lantern in your hand goes out. And it is just darkness down below.
Well, luckily I still have my other lantern.
Arturius and Constantine, even y'all's dark vision doesn't seem to be helping.
I can't see them. I can't see.
Is the,
Welcome to our world.
is the staircase still there?
Yes. The few steps you can see.
Gonna keep going with my lantern lit.
Your lantern only is putting out light about 10 feet in front of you. You can only see about 5 or 6 stairs at a time.
Slowly.
Yeah, there is a
Holy.
there's no like railing on this stairwell. So like there's just a massive hole in the center.
Keep on, keep it on.
That's when it turns to a ramp and you'll just slide.
Whee!
Adam's family.
down. Okay.
Missed the
So-
trap.
Miss the step.
Mystic.
So, y'all head down. After what seems like 10 minutes of y'all taking y'all's time to get down these stairs, y'all come to the bottom. The room lights up with the lantern, and you see a door on the other side from where the stairs stop.
I'll go over to the door, put my ear to it, and see if I can't hear anything on the other side.
You can't hear anything. The rushing water stopped about 40 stairs ago. It's
Obsidian,
dead
go
quiet.
over there, see if it's locked, and if it is, try the key.
Try the handle.
You're gonna try to open it?
Get out of the way, Con. Get out of the way, Con.
Can I use Divine Sense for good and evil?
Oh, you sure can. You don't sense anything on the door.
Or anything behind it? Oh, I can't. No, I can't do behind cover.
So, this is what's gonna happen. You are turning the doorknob, because that's what you said you were gonna do. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Just him?
Yeah, just him.
Oh boy.
20!
Nat
24.
20. Wow,
Nat
okay,
20.
Cool. You turn, and you hear a weird click. Your immediate reaction is to let go, and as you let go, y'all notice a bunch of needles protrude from the handle on all directions.
Next time, listen.
If I didn't do that, Obsidian would have gotten a handful of spikes. Even with his rock, I'm pretty sure he still would have gotten hurt. And
Yes, but I
we
wanted
don't
him
know
to-
it. We don't know if there's poison on these needles.
Yes, but I wanted him to try the key.
I'm gonna see if I can even get the key out of the bottom of the lantern.
No, it seems to be stuck in there. Also, there's no keyhole on the door.
I hadn't got that far.
Examining around the door, is there anything out of the ordinary? Besides being underground and in...
This whole place is out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and instinctively do my merge with stone and cast pass without a trace on all of us.
Okay.
Let's do this quietly.
That sounds like a good idea.
Now, who's good with doors?
17, that's 27.
Looks like Constantine's
No.
on it.
37, 28, 29, 30, 31.
23.
Oh yeah, stealth check. Add plus 10.
33.
Oh my goodness. My dice is on fire.
Is that nat 20?
Natural 20 for a total of 38.
Yeah, I got a nat 20 for a total of 34.
Good grief.
I got 17.
Yeah, I got 3 nat 20s on perception checks. Okay, so 2 of them were actually natural 2s and then a 5, but, you know.
I'm gonna walk up to the door
Okay.
and Did the needles retract back into the handle?
No.
So they're still protruding out?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to take the tips of needles and turn it like a lever to open the door to where it doesn't stab me.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
That is a 14.
Well, you're able to not stab yourself. The doorknob doesn't budge.
I'm just going to push on the door. Doorknob doesn't actually work. It's just a push door, and no one ever tried to push the door open.
Well, you did. It's solid door.
I'm going to go over there and check it out. What seems to be the issue?
It won't open.
Looks to me like the pins that came out messed up the turning mechanism. I could probably help with that.
Be my guest.
I'm going to check out the pins and see if there is a device of some kind running from the knob around the door. That kind of thing.
There is a slight gap in the door and the wall where you would assume is the little locking mechanism. Not locking mechanism, but the latching mechanism. You can see in there. Go ahead and give me an investigation check when you look in there.
All right. Investigation 24.
Wow, okay. So yeah, you this doesn't look like any latch you've ever seen before. In your quick determination, you've determined this is a fake latch. You can see etchings into it, though. The etchings are of a code you are quite aware of. You're not sure where you know this code from, but you have seen it before.
Hey, Obsidian, bring that lantern a little bit closer, would you please? I'm going to try to make out what they say.
Okay. After you go through and cipher through the code, it's a phrase.
Okay.
It says, if you want to, get it out. We guards can be short. We guards can be tall. And without guards like me, the whole city would fall.
And I'm going to repeat that to them.
Ours can be short. Just look down at Austin.
Guards can be tall. Look over at Obsidian.
Without guards like me, the city would fall.
Pillars?
Yeah.
Are there any pillars in the room?
You do not see any, no.
What kind of guard, if it fell, would cause a city to fall? Short or tall? Rack your brains, gentlemen.
First thing I can think of is a keystone.
That could do it.
I'm gonna look around the door frame. Do I see... Is it like an arch doorway?
It seems to just be a normal door.
What is it made out of?
The door itself seems to be made of wood, while the surrounding walls around y'all are made of stone.
looking around the walls, is there anything that... Are they all the same style of stone? Like, same shape and all that
Yeah.
jazz?
The look of this place is very similar to the look of the sewers.
Is there any stone that stands out? Like, it's a different size than all the others, or it's a different...
I mean, they're not super uniformed. They're all kind of mixed and match. A lot of this area seemed to have been built before they really got down a set, like, brick layout for stuff.
I'm with his idea to look for something that looks like a keystone. I realized I was muted.
Cool, good job.
I didn't see you talk, though, so I think it was okay.
I said pillars when he did.
Oh.
Are there any other... Have we explored the entirety of this room, or is there more?
No, y'all have. There's the door, about a 15 or about a 20-foot circular or cylinder at the base, and it's just walls surrounding y'all, and then the stairs leading up.
Something else that guards doors locks.
But there's no lock.
One thing Arturius said earlier that is something to think about. Don't add to stuff.
We have the room and the door and us.
Because nowhere in the phrase he said anything about guarding doors.
Well, I took guard as guarding door, so I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I said it's a good thought process to go through, is to not add stuff at first.
What serves as a guard that is tall and short? Does the door have hinges?
Not at least from this side that you can see.
So a fake latch on a door that has a doorknob covered with spikes that is dangerous to touch. You could always try pummeling the door down.
That's my second. That's a backup plan.
Worked on a few other doors.
Well, one was made of colored glass.
Yeah, if we're trying to be stealthy about this, knocking that door down is the last thing we want to do. And Constantine's falling asleep as we're trying to figure this out.
This is what happens when I make y'all use y'all's brains.
But the idea is we have solutions, but we're afraid to try the solutions.
Hey, that's okay.
You did try to push the door. Did you try to pull it?
That would be funny if that was actually the case. It has push on the other side. They just were too lazy to put pull on this side.
Yeah, but how would I pull it with the doorknob covered in spikes?
Put a glove on.
I'm gonna take two of my arrows, put it like crossways behind the doorknob, and pull.
Yeah, it doesn't budge.
Nope.
Not this whole city, the whole city.
No.
So just the city in general.
Well,
It is
You
funny
used to-
when things are really, like, simplistic, watching from, like, a DM's perspective, since I used to be on the other side.
And we overthink it.
So, the pins on the doorknob.
Yes.
It was obviously a trap.
Yeah, probably a painful one, too. So
If
are
they-
any of the
rolling that 20.
If they don't retract, is there any way to remove them from said doorknob?
Probably with enough force.
I was
Are any
thinking
of
with
the-
enough finesse.
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
Are any
they're
of the
movable,
doorknobs
so
are any of the pins taller or shorter than the others?
they seem to be of all lengths. It definitely seemed to want it to cause pain.
How about turning the doorknob back the other way? Like taking my arrows and just kind of start.
The doorknob doesn't seem to move in either direction.
I'm gonna check the wall next to the door.
What
Tap
do you
on
do?
it.
Your hand goes right through it.
The guard is the wall, and I walk right through it.
Yeah, Obsidian walks straight through a wall.
I'll follow.
I'll follow after him, see what he found.
Same.
As y'all head into this wall,
Son of a.
on the other side is a massive hallway.
Take a look back at where the door was. Is it a solid wall?
Yes.
Well, even if we could have gotten the door open, gentlemen, that's what we would have looked at. Glad you didn't try to break it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna take point going down this hallway, keeping my eyes open, knowing that there's potential traps. Not knowing exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna keep my eyes toward the ground, looking for any pressure plates.
Okay.
I'll look for tripwires.
I'll be second in line.
Tripwires and pressure plates. Cool.
I will
Lasers?
Yeah, I was
Are
gonna
we
go
looking
with.
for holes in the wall?
I was gonna go with the Indiana Jones thing of light beams or something.
Some of these traps are so stupid. Sorry. Some of them are just really funny.
I'm rocking a 17 perception as I go.
Oh,
And a 21 for me.
I'm not planning on using this, but this thing has a Molotov goblin that gets launched at y'all through a catapult.
Why?
A Molotov goblin?
Did you say that was from Grimm?
No, it's some dude named Jeff Ashworth.
Oh no.
Oh. I thought actual goblins were being thrown at us.
Yeah,
I'm like,
look.
what?
A creature triggers the trap by stepping into view of a keen goblin scout. The scout signals a goblin covered in vials of accelerant and carrying a torch to launch itself out of a hidden catapult aimed at would-be intruders. The goblin lands and erupts into flame, a living fireball that also spreads sticky, flammable goo and slick grease all over the area.
Yeah, no.
Oh!
It even has a little cartoon drawing.
That looks straight out of second edition.
I love this book, man. It's hilarious.
Oh no. Alright, so
Sorry.
looking out for traps and slow progress. I am still keeping my footfalls very quiet.
Okay, yeah, so y'all are stealthing, looking for traps. Y'all are moving incredibly slow. What was perception check, DJ? What was your perception check? Constantine?
No, my passive is 21.
Yeah, I don't want your passive, I want your active.
18.
18? And you're looking for laser beams. Laser beams!
No, I'm looking for tripwires.
Yeah, tripwires,
21.
pressure plates, holes
Or
in the
wait.
wall, and laser beams.
22. No, 21. 21. Yeah. 15. Yeah. Math. 21.
Math is a thing. It's very scary.
17 for me.
Yeah. And what you get, Arturius?
I was looking for light beams, so if he's looking for laser beams, I don't know.
No, you're looking for the
looking for
laser
holes
beams.
in the
Light
wall.
beams is what I meant.
Let's hope we don't run into any.
Oh
12. 12.
no. 12.
Should be easier to spot in the dark, but what do I know?
This darkness tricks your eyes.
Dark light beams.
Some of these are
Shadow
amazing.
beams.
All right.
Oh, dark light beams. That'd work great on Austin. He got splattered with brain matter earlier. He'd light up like a Christmas tree.
Now that was Obsidian who got
Oh,
splattered. with
Obsidian.
the
Yeah,
brain.
he'd light up pretty.
Alright, so y'all head down this hallway. You're not
Hallway.
seeing any traps per se. Y'all go down about 100 feet or so, and y'all come up to another door.
You
What
want
does
to?
What does the door look like?
It is a wooden door, just like the last one.
Knob,
Is
no
it-
keyhole.
Is there any writing?
There is a knob, yes, and you do not see a keyhole though.
Is there any writing around it?
No, there's not any.
Does the doorknob have tiny holes for needles?
Are you get that close to it?
I will.
Knock. Try knocking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and knock.
You hear the sound of reverberation on the other side.
Which means there's not a solid wall on the other side of this one.
Sound can be illusions too.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
The door opens up.
Looking past the door, what do I see?
You see a massive chamber. 2 giant tables, banquet tables, filled with drinks and food.
I'm gonna immediately grab Austin and hold him.
I thought you were gonna say food.
Hey, Obsidian, is your magic tingly thing going off? Can it go off?
No.
Is my divine sense going off? How long does it last?
Your divine sense lasts for a turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yep. Follow.
Follow.
Y'all walk in.
Don't touch the food.
I'm gonna proceed to knock some food off to the ground.
Oh, that is disrespectful.
Mainly to see if it was illusionary.
Food and plates and stuff fall and pling and plung to the floor.
Listen for anything running at us.
Let the gnome go. Let him have his food.
Halfling.
I can't tell the difference.
How was he supposed to have known?
Take.
But
I'm gonna grab a piece of food. Is there like a turkey leg or something?
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it and take a big old bite of it.
it's really good.
And then I'm gonna act like I'm dying.
I
you know what's-
told you not to touch the
you know what's-
food.
you know what's funny, Obsidian? I've seen poison in action. It's not that quick.
Yeah, I know.
You're not fooling anybody.
And I'm just gonna continue eating the turkey leg.
And I'm not going to reveal that he scared the ever-living crap out of me.
The funny part is, like, if this is what y'all are assuming the anarchist place, they wouldn't poison it. They'd just fill it all with a bunch of laxatives.
I could be down with that. And we're already in a sewer, so that solves that problem.
Take whatever drink is there and just
How?
look. I haven't eaten since yesterday. All right, Austin ate everything.
Don't you guys think it's a little disrespectful to help ourselves to food when we don't even know who our hosts are?
looking around the room, are there like banners or like any icons of any sort?
There are banners. They do not have markings on them. And there is a very well decorated rug underneath y'all.
Is there a pattern to the design of the rug?
Yeah, there's a pattern, but it's not like it's just a decorated rug.
Any other doors leading out of here?
There is a massive double door at the end of the hall. At the end of the banquet hall.
I'll grab an apple and start eating.
And it's the apple that's poison. Good job.
Ha ha
Yeah.
ha! Yes, it's
I think this is a reward for
delicious
not
apple.
dying.
Well, I gotta go to sleep now.
You heard him, Obsidian. Go over there and give him a big smooch.
Wake me up when my princess gets here.
Prince. The princess is usually who goes
No,
to sleep.
you know what? You know what? Prince Obsidian actually has a really nice ring to it.
It does.
Not even kidding. Anyway, all right. So food, double doors. I have expected there to be a throne in here.
I'm gonna lift up the rug and see if there's a trap door underneath it.
That is quite a hope there.
You probably found a bunch of dust. Is the room well lit?
The room is lit, yes. There are chandeliers coming throughout the whole top part of, coming from the roof, that just line the banquet tables. You can't really get the rug up. It seems to be connected to the ground.
And look, you're tracking your dirty, muddy boots all over it.
There's no other like balconies or anything like that that's overlooking this hall.
No.
It's just the double doors at the other end and these two tables.
Yep.
Yep, Austin's getting his food.
Why do I hear boss music? Why is all this health items here?
I'll break down and have a drink. Just a small courtesy sip. And say, I really hope we're not offending somebody by coming in here and doing this.
Thank you for this meal. I'm gonna walk over to the double door. Is there like a crack I can look through?
There's not really a crack, but as you approach it, you do hear noises coming from the other side.
I'm gonna put my ear to it and just listen. What kind of sounds are they?
You hear jolly conversations. Y'all do not hear this, just him. This is a pretty big hall.
Is there like a keyhole I can look through, or
No,
There's
no
nothing-
keyholes.
not even on the ground I can look underneath the door?
You can see a couple inches in. It's kind of hard. You can't really get your face flat against the ground.
I can try knocking on that one.
Give it a shot. And I'll grab a hunk of cheese if there is one.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
I just imagined you just go to throw it at someone.
And start nibbling on the cheese and sipping the wine, figuring out what these guys are trying to do with that door.
Can I pick out any distinctive conversations about?
You can't really get words out.
It
It's
just sounds like a
mumbled.
jolly good time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the door, and before I knock, I'm gonna see if it's if I can just open it.
It does seem to be unlocked, yeah.
Stop that.
Sorry.
Step to the side so he can do what
Just
he
gonna
needs to do.
open the doors.
Seeing him do that, I get up from the table, still with food in my mouth, and scurry over.
Pulls out his tomfa. It's actually a turkey leg. Where'd my tomfa go? Oh no!
Was it me?
What's that connected to the turkey? As you open the door, both doors, you just swing them open. You all see as darkness protrudes from the other side. Almost an enveloping darkness.
I still hear the voices.
Yeah. Obsidian, you also hear laughter. Sounds like children playing off in the distance.
Divine sense.
You're getting a very high sense of evil.
This is
Do I-
evil.
Do I have
You're a
time?
daycare?
Go
Do
ahead,
I have
Artorias.
time to react before the darkness comes at us and goes whoosh?
What are you wanting to do?
Refresh psychic whispers on Obsidian and the other one on Constantine.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I will do that. Didn't rest, so I'll have to use one of my psychic ones. Another 4 hours.
The darkness continues to creep in, and it envelops onto the tables, the chandeliers, until y'all are in pitch black again,
Lantern just goes out.
completely.
I'm gonna walk forward,
I'll be behind him.
psychically telling Artorias that I'm walking through the doorway.
Okay.
I will follow.
Getting a very strong sense of evil here.
As y'all continue in, off into the distance, you see a light. It's a white light. At the center of it stands a hooded figure facing away from y'all.
Do I recognize this hooded figure by features or no?
You cannot see any of its features. It
Keep
is
walking
facing the other direction.
I'm gonna keep walking towards it. How far away?
About 150 feet away.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking towards.
Okay.
Our stealth should still be there, shouldn't
Your what?
it? Our stealth, our high stealth.
Y'all kind of stopped that when y'all started to eat and drink and be merry.
I mean, I wasn't being merry. I just had an apple.
Yeah, you ever try to eat an apple quietly?
Yes.
Then you would know that succeeding is hard. What were
Once
you
we
about to
get-
say, though, Artorias? You started to say something.
Brain
Wait.
fart. No longer there.
Okay.
Once we get close enough for me to be heard from a small distance away, hail!
Well, what brings y'all here?
Curiosity mainly.
That is a loaded question.
That is a loaded answer.
Well, curiosity is quite intriguing.
Oh no.
It's nice to see you've joined us again, Artorias.
I'm sorry, what?
Your memory a little fuzzy?
I'm just here on tour. I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well.
This is a anarchist area.
Not just a anarchist area, the anarchist area.
So is this going to be one of those situations where you do all the asking of the questions and we just listen?
No.
Answer?
If you have any questions, be more than willing to answer them.
Are you responsible for the second dark moon?
I do not control the moon.
Can we see each other?
No, all y'all can see is the light. The small beam of light that he stands in.
Are the anarchists responsible for these mutations of rotten?
These mutations are purely caused by the monarch's refusal of service.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna get down to brass tacks with you. Where's Mr. and Mrs. Shorts?
Let's see, the shorts. I think they're actually going to be joining us very shortly.
So we turn around to where we came from.
You turn around to where you came from?
Yeah, to see where the double
Yeah.
doors.
Nah, you don't see anything. You are completely surrounded in darkness at this point.
What do you mean joining us?
Well, you want to see them again, don't you?
Yes, very much so.
Well, I think I can make that happen.
Probably a poor choice of words, Obsidian. Probably a very poor choice of words.
I am quite intrigued by some of the things going on inside your mind, Mr. Obsidian.
How do you know what's going on inside my mind?
You think you're the only one who's been seeing things that they shouldn't?
No, in fact, I know there was someone else, courtesy of my midget friend behind me.
There was one, yes.
Who?
Was?
Sadly, he wasn't strong enough. I think you might be, though. Who are you reaching out to, Austin?
He's holding me back. He's
Oh,
muted, so...
You have no idea where Obsidian is. He's
I
not
would've been
around
right
you.
behind him on his
No, it's
heels.
pitch black, though.
You would have been.
I
Who
always
was
follow
the
him.
other one?
Just some low life from the favela.
Name.
Let's see. I think his name was Osiris.
Have I heard of this name?
Yeah, Osiris was a teenage boy who, sadly, a couple dark moons back, his entire family was killed.
Sounds like you know what's going on inside my head.
Ideas. Potentially solutions.
Another question.
Go right ahead.
What's with the extreme darkness going on around us right now?
Well, you see, I don't want you to be able to see everything that's going on right now.
See,
That kind of gives the idea that we're actually surrounded by anarchists.
No, not surrounded by anarchists.
surrounded by rotten, aren't we?
You're definitely surrounded.
By the mutations.
And depending on your choices, you may or may not be able to leave.
And what choices might that be?
Well, let's see. For you, Austin, I think it involves your childish revenge plan to stop Constantine. Oh, Constantine. If you only knew some of the things that you would face in the future. Obsidian, you are someone that I would like to look closer in on. And Artorius, you're doing exactly what I've needed you to do. Regardless if you know it or not.
Well, do share. We're all friends here, right?
Friends. That is definitely a word I would choose not to say.
I'm gonna look
But-
up where that light's coming from.
Yeah, it seems to go straight up, and you see a hole in the top, I guess. And then it's just incredibly bright. You can't see past that. It's almost like a spotlight coming straight down.
You seem to know a lot about us. Can we at least get a name of you?
See, that kind of information is quite precious. And I just can't go around giving out that information willy-nilly.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do not know. Artorius is a little on the familiar side, but it's like when you have a name at the tip of your tongue and you can't get to it. So,
Hmm.
I'm gonna put Night Star back on its holster on my back
okay.
and take a less aggressive stance.
I appreciate that respect, at least. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to kill y'all. Y'all are all pieces of my greater plan.
When you
I'm-
say look in on me, what do you mean?
I'd like to run some tests. We think you may or may not have a potential cure for this affliction that is ravaging Markaleth.
Will it give me answers?
Potentially you, hopefully us.
I'm gonna turn out my lantern even though I can't see it. I knew it was still lit.
Turn
Placing-
it on. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to psychically communicate with Constantine and ask him if he can sense or if he can pinpoint where the evil is coming from.
I'll do that.
It's surrounding you at this point. The only place that the evil doesn't seem to be coming from is the man stood in the light.
From everywhere. All around us except for him.
That's comforting.
When you talked about a plan, are you planning to destroy the kingdom, the monarchy?
I'm not planning to do anything like that, but I will stop anyone who gets in my way.
Like me? Since you want me to stop trying to find who killed the abbot monk?
If I have to, I must. My choices are not for just me, but for the whole city.
Are you, I suppose afraid would be the incorrect word, but are you perhaps trepidatious towards the idea of us making some kind of revelation and acting rationally?
I hope nothing more than irrational actions. The irrational ones are what's causing so much problems in Markaleth. See, unlike the monarch, I'm here to try to figure out how to fix what happens every month. I'm here to try to stop it so we can continue on with our life. The monarch enjoy the dark moon. It keeps a power balance that they can keep control of.
That makes a little bit too much sense.
Wait, so are you where all the people that are collected up go to?
Tests are necessary. Some survive, some do not.
We're in the facility.
And as you say that, all the lights, or the darkness subsides in an instant, and surrounding all of y'all are giant cages and subjects and different equipment.
And mutations?
Yes. Like I said, I don't want to kill y'all. I would appreciate y'all's help.
Huh.
I was already prepared to ask what we can do to help.
I know a couple of you have heavy ties in the Monarch. Constantine, your brother's a knight. Arturius, your mother is still a knight, regardless of the predicament she's in. Austin and Obsidian, you both have ties to the rest of Markaleth, which will benefit y'all in this journey I need y'all to go on.
You seem to know a lot about all of us. And you said something interesting about me. Like you could see the future.
Not the future per se. More that I know what path you're on.
Cause and effect.
That makes sense.
If this is the facility, does that mean, is this part of the anarchists as well?
This is just a facility, not the facility.
But it's the anarchists.
This is ours. The Monarch has theirs as well. You wonder what they've been doing with the Moonrot.
I don't want to know.
I have an idea.
So do I.
Let me guess. They're building an army. I know it's far-fetched.
Far-fetched? Sadly, we don't have too many ties inside their facility. We know that those who have gone there have not gone there to find help. The Monarch's planning something. You want to know why the Dark Moon is back already? They're tinkering with the natural order of things. And they haven't figured out how to solve the problem they're causing. You're okay.
It's good. It's good. So this Scourge goes back centuries.
More than
My mother
that.
used- My mother used
Millennials.
to talk about it. And nobody knows what the first one was a result of.
We have information that we've gathered dated back 3,000 years. The Monarch has the rest of the information. That's what I need you for. It's kept in a close-knit circle. We haven't been able to get it yet.
Where are we under?
Right now, you're just under the lake.
Any chance of refilling the lake? You know, so people aren't just like, oh.
We had to get your attention somehow. We're happy
It worked.
you were smart enough to figure out how to get here.
There.
They were smart enough.
Pickups here and there.
I found the clues. They did the work.
Well, that's why this group is what we need.
Why must I
I'm-
stop searching for the Abbot's killer? What would that have to do with anything?
Because it distracts.
You're too close to the. It's too personal.
It's like a father to me. Of course it's personal.
Well, if I
Hi.
had to lend a little bit of personal anecdote, my father was very personal, but that's a symptom of a much greater problem, and I understand that.
Looking around to see one of those mutations. Do I recognize the one that put the hole in me?
Yeah, there's
Are
like
any?
a cage of like 7 of those.
When I move closer to that cage and just stare at them, and
You just get that ache
How-
in your chest.
yeah, how do these mutations happen?
Some
know-
people's DNA react harshly to the Moonrot. And as time has gone, the DNA combines with others' DNA when they have children, and it gets more and more reactive. It's going to get to the point where if we don't figure out a way to cure this, the reactions are going to become so volatile that anyone who gets Moonrot will not just be your typical rotten, but beasts that will be capable of taking down battalions of guards, groups of paladins. We won't stand a chance.
That kind of confirms my suspicions that the monarchy is attempting to build an army.
You know, I knew I hated the monarchy for a reason.
Just so you're aware, you see one cage that's like a big glass tube, and it's just filled with like these things that have wings.
how does the monarchy, assuming that my suspicions are true, and that's a wild assumption, how do they hope to control a force like this?
We think they might have been tinkering with the power that the moon grants. It makes the rotten docile. It doesn't quite work as effectively against some of the mutations,
We noticed.
but it might do enough to make them controllable. I'm not sure how they've gotten this power and how they've harnessed it. But it could bode troublesome.
One crazy question I gotta ask. What's with all the missing people in the favela?
Your friend already asked that. It's the people whose DNA has reacted poorly
Why
to
does
the
it
moon scourge.
specifically shape your guys' symbol?
Coincidences are quite ironic.
And with that logic, my parents have been.
Your parents have something going on. It's not to the dire straits of what you're thinking.
Where are they?
They're safe right now. Can't make any promises for how long.
I have a theory, but the anarchist woman that was at my house, my parents' house, the one where my mother died, who is she?
Sadly, I don't think you're quite ready for that knowledge yet.
I just put...
How about this interplanar nonsense? Do you think the monarchs have contacted something beyond us?
I think they're using it to get the power from the moon. I think contact with some higher being definitely is within the realm of possibilities. All I know is that we have zero control over any of the planar issues that are happening.
Look, I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna look back at Artorias, Cons, and Austin. I don't know about y'all. And I don't want to make this decision lightly. But if this gets me answers, I don't know what else, because no one else is giving me answers.
It's a puzzle that we need to put together one piece at a time.
And truth be told, he's gonna look back at the dude thing entity. I'm in.
Well, that's one.
I came to you for answers before, obviously. And I don't think I'm going to let that stop me. I was seeking answers then, and I'm seeking answers now.
Two.
Although, I do have to say, you guys are probably tired of being called the anarchists by now.
What does anarchy really mean?
breaking the status quo.
That's one way to look at it. We believe in the strongest to lead. We don't think the monarchs are capable of leading. Constantine, Austin, what do you say?
You said you knew what my path was going to be, or what you think is I'm going down. So you know I wouldn't join my brother with the knights. As much as I would love for him to have raised me when I was younger, him to come save me, no. It was my grandfather and the paladins. I will be taking over the paladin order. But I am curious about what you... I know you're trying to change the monarchy into something different. But here's a question. If we take down the monarchy, can the people leave the city?
There are so many answers the monarchy has. Questions that we've been asking for thousands of years. Why do you think no one's been able to leave?
Because the mist that surrounds the city, or the gates, or the fog.
How do you think the mist got there?
Because if anybody leaves, the monarch loses all its supreme power. They want to
Wait.
control.
No. Well, maybe that too. But if anybody leaves, the monarchy runs the risk of outsiders knowing where the city is, assuming there is an outside.
We don't have every answer. We're not stating we do, but we know one group that has had power since the beginning. The monarchs have said it themselves. Their leadership dates back, their family dates back to the very first people who were here. They have to have information that we don't. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of that information not being afforded to all of us to do with it what we please.
I'm tired of just a general lack of information from any source.
Are the heads of the other paladin orders with you?
I have ties in most of the different districts, of most of the different groupings. But I don't have enough yet. Austin, to put you in the right path you need to be, instead of worrying about your abbot, why don't you check up on your sister?
DJ right now just looks like a floating head.
And the mood goes
Sorry.
What I was about to say. What do you know about my sister?
I know if you continue down the path of your abbot, she will be lost to you forever. You continue on my path and you will find her.
My combo away.
And plus, you saw the banquet. That's some really good food out there.
It'll help me find my sister when I'm in. for now.
I'll walk over to Obsidian. We met, what, 3 nights ago?
Yeah. As I was being blown up. Yep.
And you haven't given me any doubt not trust you.
I mean, besides killing the little girl.
And what did I tell you afterwards? I'll put my fist to his chest. That I would have your back if you had mine. Does that still stand?
You've been with me through a lot of crap, literally, seeing as how we've been in the sewers.
Sorry about that. They kind
It's
of
all good.
don't give us anywhere else to be.
Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the giant two-headed freak down in the sewers.
We can't collect everyone.
Fair. I never once thought that an arrow was going to go in the back of my head at any point. And I still think that.
I'll join.
Okay. I need the information from the monarchs then. I'm not sure how you're gonna get it, but I'll contact y'all when I need it.
One last question before you send us on our merry way, wherever that may be.
Yes.
What is going on with these? And I produce my psychic blades.
Artorius. Gifts are supposed to be joyful. You needed more help to get ahead. You did favors for us, and we, in return, did favors for you. Learn to harness them. They'll be your allies while you need it.
All right.
One more thing. Do I get to see my parents before we leave? I just want to see them.
And you see him turn around and shoot his hands apart, and a purple crackling portal almost opens up, and inside you see Mr. and Mrs. Shorts sitting in a dark pit. And then it closes. Sadly, we do not have access to.
So you
Before
didn't take them.
I never said we had anything to do with their disappearance. You assumed that.
Who took them?
Monarch.
monarchs,
And as that happens, darkness re-envelops y'all, and then dissipates as y'all are now standing back in the banquet hall.
before the portal had closed, I wanted to roll like a investigation on the well-being of the shorts. Like
Sure, yeah,
they're
give me an insight check.
It's 19,
Nice. Okay. So total like what?
20, 30, 20.
Nice. All right. They seemed okay. They were very scared.
After we get back to the banquet hall, tell Obsidian that.
We got to start investigating this interplanar disturbance. My best guess is that's where they're at. Because you did mention that your house was completely different when you investigated it, right?
Yeah, and then we
Mother
found the
house.
scratches.
That's not normal.
He never did answer that, did he?
Something to do with the moon's power.
And we'll get to figure this out next time.
Obsidian's gonna flip a table real quick.
Good
So rude.
luck.
Bolted down. So I hope everyone enjoyed our episode of the Moonrot Scourge. We will hopefully be back next week to continue our adventures and see what the Monarch has in store for these fellow adventurers.
My
So-
brain hurts.
Everyone, have a good weekend, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.